to the pit.
Metal, baby. Powerful stuff.
Arizona's Real Rock, 98 KUPD. You're into the pit. I'm Marcus Meng. Play for Blood. That song is called Nothing Stays Gold. Had Ghost in Year Zero back there. Play for Blood, Phoenix-based band. I've got them with me right now in the studio. They've got a lot of cool things going on. Just why don't we go around, introduce yourself, and then say what you do in the band.
My name's Joe Rocha, and I play rhythm guitar.
I'm Cash. I'm the vocalist.
Johnny Ringo, bass guitar.
Danny Nelson, drums.
Jay Machone, guitar.
All right, now you guys just, I don't know, is this EP released? Can people buy this?
No, we're not doing it for sale. Basically, this was just something to get, hold people over for a while until the EP is actually done, our full-length EP or LP, whatever we plan on calling it. People have been hammering for this, for release from something, for about the last 3 years or so. So this was just our way of kind of getting something out there to, say thank you for being so patient with us, after all this time. It's been 3 to 4 years now, and we finally got something out there, so.
Yeah, and I've been following you guys for a while, obviously, and it's cool to see how just you've evolved and how much tighter you guys are and how you've kind of evolved as a group. Now, when you're writing music, who is the ringleader? Who is the one making all of the decisions?
That would be me.
Everyone looks at Joe.
Yeah,
That's me.
kinda.
You don't even sound excited. You're
No,
like,
no.
that's me.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, we
it's
put
a
'em to
stressful
work.
job,
You get beat up.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I can say
Sometimes.
that. I can say that.
Okay, so now with all the pressure on you, if you make a mistake, what do they do in order to say you screwed up?
They don't do anything because I just say it was supposed to be there.
It was supposed to be
Yeah,
there.
I say I did that on purpose.
We like this, and that. Go work on those things and lose everything else.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, is it more collaborative now? Like, how do you guys start building a song? I guess you could say.
Pretty much, I kind of demo it out on my computer, and then I just kind of hand it to them and say, "What do you guys think?" And then they all chime in and, okay, hey, collectively we kind of make the decisions of like, okay, we're gonna deep six this part, or we're gonna add a part, or hey, we should add a bridge here or there. So it's kind of like I got the embryonic stages of it, and then everyone just kind of starts building upon that.
Okay, well now, also too, how do you guys actually decide if a song is good enough, or if you have to start over from scratch?
Sean, you want to take that one?
Pretty much, we'll sit there and listen to the skeletal version of it. We know what's gonna fly and what ain't. We really don't want to narrow ourselves down to certain things, but there's certain stuff that doesn't fly, and that gets 86 pretty quick, and then we just end up, it evolves basically. Like we all kind of write our own parts to like his skeletal version, and then it just evolves into something completely different.
We've had a couple songs that we put out there, that weren't exactly ready to go as far as show-wise, that we kind of come back and decide that we're going to work with a couple different things with the song, to kind of fix it and, just add little pieces to it here and there. I mean, there's a few songs that we played at, Joe's or wherever that just weren't perfect yet, but we kind of, at that point it's going back and fixing the things that you have to fix, basically.
Now, when you guys are totally stressed out in the studio, what do you do to blow off steam?
Drink.
Masturbate.
We're all big wrestling guys. We watch a lot of wrestling. That's
yeah.
That's what you geek out on. I've noticed that a lot of metal guys we've all got some sort of nerdiness to us. Like, I'm a huge Simpsons nerd. I know Sean loves Star Wars.
Oh, we all love Star
yeah.
Wars.
You all love Star Wars.
Star Wars is a
Definitely.
staple of my childhood.
So how excited or bummed out or hopeful are you for the new one?
I think it's going to be good. I'm kind of glad Disney got the rights to it. I mean, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. A lot of people are not excited about that. I personally am, because they got unlimited money to throw at something, and they will use it. And what they've done with Marvel, I think, is awesome. So I'm pretty stoked about it.
Sean told me he had a hard-on after he watched the new trailer. He's pretty excited about it.
Big boner.
And that was just a fake trailer.
The fake one?
The
Yeah.
fake one. No, it was the real one.
they just released
the
the
real
real one
one.
Friday.
They're very excited about the new trailer. Dude, boing.
Don't you think? I was looking at the lightsaber with the hilt where it's got the two coming out.
Yeah.
Doesn't that seem like it's going to be dangerous somehow?
No,
like,
it's
like,
killer.
Well,
Yeah,
you
actually,
know,
like, okay,
that's
yeah,
how it would be
You've had
dangerous.
3 different guys lose their hands so far in the trilogy. Having a hilt on it's perfect. At least that way you're avoiding losing another hand.
Yeah, but what if he hits it right, like perfectly in the corner and just like
Well, he
slices
would have
everything
used
off?
it.
Then he's
Yeah,
bad.
I'm not
Yeah.
outsider. I mean, I don't know. That was kind of weird.
I just blew a hole in your logic.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I'm not going to start a Star Wars technical war here because we will be here all night.
Yeah.
Sean's
Yeah.
gonna take out his big book of facts.
Yeah. Now, out of the band, I might bring up some stuff. Who is the laziest one in the band? Who is the one that you have to kick in the ass to get work done?
Rocha.
The one that's in charge of everything?
Dude,
Yeah.
will you send me the song? I've been
Okay.
asking for 3
Okay,
weeks.
man, I mean-
Send me the song. Oh, dude, I'll get it right now, dude.
First off, I
I'll
don't
get
even
it right
sound
to
like
you,
that.
dude.
I don't even
Dude,
sound
no
like
joke.
that
I'll
at
get it
all.
to you tomorrow, dude.
Who's got the best impression of Rocha?
Oh my god.
We all have an impression of Rocha.
We've all been working
We've
on it.
all got an impression of Rocha.
Now, who's your point guy? Who's the guy that you can always trust to get something done?
Sean.
Sean.
Sean is
Ringo.
Mr. Business.
So
when it
he's the
comes to our
businessman.
band. Exactly.
Yeah.
when it comes to putting shows together, talking to promoters, whatever it is, Sean's the guy. We defer to him with all of that stuff.
Who smells the worst?
Jay.
Jay.
Not even a question, you guys.
Jay.
Fart
Jay.
juice on him.
Yeah.
Jay.
And he's not defending himself.
Yeah, he just kinda nods.
Jay's the
It's like,
stinkiest
yeah.
guy in our
Jay.
band.
Yeah, I know. That's all right.
Yeah.
All right.
His fart joke thing is not.
Yeah, we were walking back into the
He was dry
studio.
heaving on that one, man. That was
Ugh.
pretty bad.
So I assume that if you guys were to take a road trip, he would have his own car, hopefully, or trailer,
Yeah, we all
or
rode
the
up
window
together.
that's
We
down.
made Sean ride up with Jay.
Rolled up with Jay.
Sean, yeah, we all rode up together. Sean rode up with Jay. It's like, all right, let's make it separate and ride up in the truck.
Now you guys did something really cool. You did a battle of the bands for Road to Knotfest, so you were able to play out at Knotfest in San Bernardino. Now, what was one of the most memorable moments that you had off
man.
stage?
Oh,
Off
my
stage.
goodness.
Oh, I could take
Good.
that one.
Yeah.
We had just gotten off stage. We're on the complete high of what just happened, and we're starting to move our stuff back into our trailer and just getting ready to enjoy the day. And me and Cash are walking back to get more gear, and I just nonchalantly turn over and I go, "Oh, hey, look at there's Corey Taylor." And he's like, "That's not Corey Taylor." I was like, "Look at his calf. He has that tattoo, that Cat Von Dita." And he goes, "Oh my God, that's
Oh my
Corey's calf."
God.
You know?
You expect him to be taller, don't you?
I'm
dude,
not
he's
gonna lie
like
to you.
5'4", man.
you
Like,
said
he's a
that, not
tiny
me.
guy.
But he
But
was the nicest guy.
Oh, he gets a lot of flack for being a dick for whatever reason, but I swear he was like the nicest
He
dude.
is.
The most
Yeah.
down-to-earth guy ever.
He
I
gave
mean,
me a
was
hug.
so nice to our band, and he said he liked us, which meant a lot to us, you know, a lot to us.
Another great thing about that moment is we all kind of hover over to him, and he's like the nicest guy, just drinking his water. And Danny, our drummer, always has his Slipknot hat on, and he just looks at Danny and goes, "Hey, nice hat." And Danny
And I'm
goes,
like,
that's not even
I was
embellishing
speechless.
it.
I didn't even know what to say. I'm like, you want my hat?
But there was a lot of good stuff, man. We got to meet Corey Taylor, getting to talk to Dino and Burton from Fear Factory. Also, really nice guy, super nice to us, dude.
Dino was cool with me, man.
You know, Chuck Billy was another guy from Testament. You know, also super nice. But it was just, man, all together, it was just a surreal experience, just an unbelievable experience.
I thought the
able
coolest
to-
thing was just like, Corey Taylor said, "Yeah, I saw your guys' set. Like, it was good."
Yeah, that's got to be cool.
That was, like, the
he
greatest
came out
thing,
and
you know?
actually saw the people opening up.
Like
Yeah,
all the
the other-
stress and everything behind it, that just made it worth it. It was just like, oh my God, cool.
You know,
I
the
can
other
say
thing was
that, you know?
getting to meet some of the other locals from that area. We got to know the guys in Kings of Carnage really well. The short fuse guys, all very nice guys. You know, it was a little weird at first when everybody showed up, but then we popped out the beer, and then at that point everybody was best friends. You know, it was it's very quick. You know, everybody got to know each other really well. Kings of Carnage be out here in April.
Don was really the
Single
Willy
first.
Wonka of beer.
The Willy
Wonka beer, yeah.
I know he is. He always has a beer somewhere. I don't know how he does it, but
More beer than I can drink.
I think we brought about 500 or 600 beers with us by the end of that weekend.
that's not
All of
even
that was
embellishing, that's actually a
all of
true
that was
fact.
it's
It was
absolutely
gone
true.
by, like,
500 to
3
600.
o'clock.
Yeah, by
Yeah.
about 3 o'clock that day it was all gone.
now how was the vibe of the show? Because there's a lot of festival shows out there, and it's just like I've been to European shows, so it's definitely a more I guess you could say laid back vibe and more polite, which is weird because everyone's got this elitist bull crap around here too, which I hate. So I'm wondering how was it out there?
You know, it wasn't really. There's no weird anybody being rude to each other or anything like that. Everybody was actually really cool. You know, it was surprising how cool everybody was. We kind of expected it to be one of those things where we're getting treated like crap by the crew out there or whatever, but everybody was really nice.
Yeah, no, I
you
mean,
know.
right before it went on, they're like, "Hey, once this band comes off, move all your stuff up there." And we're like, "Okay." And we're so used to playing the local show here and doing it ourselves and setting up ourselves. And next thing you know, there's
A
like
lot of
6 or
help,
8
yeah.
dudes
Nice.
grabbing my amp and his amp and everything. Where are you at? Stage right or left? I'm on that side. And they're like, "Yeah." They took my guitar out and they handed it to me, and I'm just like, "Oh man, I could get used to this."
Yeah, I know.
This is
Yeah, it
like
was
the
really
royal treatment, man. It was crazy.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, going like when we first got there, going in, it was a little stressful. Getting
yeah.
everyone lined up, cars in there and everything, and getting the gear all situated. But once we got it all
Yeah,
situated,
that part of it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
That was awful. Getting
But the crowd reaction that we got was really awesome.
Well,
Like,
that's
was one
cool.
thing that
Yeah,
was
we
very
got
memorable.
a chant in San Bernardino, which was
Where nobody knows you.
unbelievable. Nobody
Yeah.
knows us, you know.
moshing in a wheelchair.
Yeah, the guy
that really did
moshing
happen,
in the
yeah.
wheelchair. That was unbelievable.
That
I
seems
can
like a
believe it.
staple now.
Yeah,
There has to be a guy in a wheelchair.
I looked out in
moshing.
the crowd and there's a circle pit going on. I see this guy getting pushed around, in the pit. I was like, holy crap!
And that just
man.
made
I was like,
everybody
this
else
is-
go,
this is
"Yeah!"
insane.
It was crazy. The band right next to us was Immolation, and as soon as they were done, like, they still had the pit going, and we started right when they were done, and that pit just kind of circled over. It didn't stop. It just moved right over in front of us.
Well, you guys are going to have to start doing all the load-in yourselves in the next couple of weeks. You're playing this really cool show called the Desert Frost Over, second annual. Going to be over at Joe's Grotto December 12th and 13th. You guys are going to be playing on the 13th.
Yep.
And I've actually got a pair of tickets I'm going to be handing out in a little bit. What badassery are you guys going to be displaying at this? Because I've seen some of your shows before. Do we have any visual type of...
We've got a few aces up our sleeve. We've got a few surprises that we're going to throw out there.
We're just trying to amp it up one more notch.
Like one of the bigger shows in our scene of the year. It's been like a staple of, you know, the type of music that we play. Like, we get to play with a lot of our brother bands, and it's just overloaded with both nights are going to be killer. I'm going to go both nights, and I'm going to get totally blasted the first night and hang out, and then the next night it's business, you know. And we're gonna show, you know. I mean, we kind of have a chip on our shoulder, you know. I personally feel like that, you know, we kind of get overlooked in certain aspects. I mean, we've had a lot of help on the way, like our brother bands and Howitzer and Virulent's a good band.
You guys have helped us so much.
And, you know, I feel like, you know, we need to start kind of, you know, going after it more, you know, and just kind of being like, okay, you know, this is ours and this is going to be ours for a very long time, you know. And we want to play with, like, the bigger bands that are going to push us to be better, because that's just better for the audience. You know what I mean? If you're just going up there going through the motions, and you just need to stop doing this now, you know, you just need to give it up, you know. But that's just, you know, that's just me on a little rant. But this show,
you never rant.
No.
I got dark there for a second.
But in all fairness, I think this shows like this are good, where all the heavy hitters are on it. It's going to push everybody to be better. Like from the root to the fruit. It's going to be a good show all night, and you're going to want to stay all night. 'Cause, I mean, it's just, I mean, our night's loaded. I mean, Pelvic's on our night, and there's a really good band, Pelvic Meatloaf, and then there's another band coming out from Cali that was on it last year, and these guys are no joke. They're very, very good at what they do, and, you know, I really like them. There's other bands.
We're just happy about the, you know, the quality of bands on the bill this year. I mean, if you look at day one, you've got Walshy Waits, Death Grip, you know, Virulent, Lost in Lies. You know, some of our really good friends, Howitzer. You got Howitzer for 2 nights. You know,
there's a lot of good Phoenix-based bands,
some amazing bands
lined up for this 2-night deal.
Yeah.
So, now, do you have any pre-show rituals before you actually get on stage?
A little bit. I mean,
I just kind of jump around backstage and
a couple windmills
just to get hyped.
Windmills.
Danny does windmills in the back, and Jay yells at people.
me and Sean kind of like walk around, do a Ric Flair chop to the chest and stuff. It's great.
Ric Flair, woo!
Yeah, exactly. You'll just hear that. Woo!
And then you're on.
Rad Space Mountain.
All right, well, I got a pair of tickets courtesy of Play for Blood. Go check them out on day 2, Joe's Grotto, Saturday, December 13th. Of course, December 12th, it's going to be out there as well. A whole bunch of other great bands. You can go check everything out on howitzeraz.com. And I will also be able to get you a Play for Blood EP, which, like I said, well, like Cash said, they're not available to purchase. So this is
It's
actually
free,
very cool.
man. If you want one, we'll give you one.
Oh, you're actually going to
Limited
have some out at
selection.
the show
We'll
then?
have some at the show.
Okay.
If you would
First
like
come,
one,
first
we will
served.
give you one.
First come, first served.
All right, caller 8-260-9800 if you want to go check out Play for Blood on the second annual Desert Frost Over. And you got to know what you're winning. So if you don't know Play for Blood, well, I'm going to hang up on you. So thank you very much, guys. We're going to go ahead and get into another song
Thanks
here.
for having us.
You're welcome. So let's get into Godless. This is one of my other favorites off your EP. And thanks again for coming down, guys. Play for Blood.
Thank you.
98 KUPD, you are Into the Pit.
situation calls for testosterone.
98 KUPD. Into the pit.